if I was so disappointed by the answer, consolidated answer ad Colteram, I am really totally dismayed by this letter sent by the lawyers. We have here 6 lawyers who has submitted a letter to the Honorable Chairperson, Jervil Luistro, that we have no jurisdiction to conduct this hearing, which they term as mini trial. Madam Chair, in the first page of the letter, March 24, 2026, it says, the Constitution vests the authority and power to conduct trial solely in the Senate. Clearly, what applies here is the constitutional provision that in the impeachment proceedings, we will have a hearing. It is not a trial. That is very much clear under our Constitution. They are citing here Section 3.8, Article 11 of the Constitution, the state shall have the sole power to try and decide all cases of impeachment. That is right. But we are governed not on the hearing by the Senate, but we are governed by the proceedings on impeaching to find out probable cause. Then, Madam Chair, in this letter, the second page, it says, the same, Article 3.2.11, the same does not give the committee any power or jurisdiction. Can you imagine that? How can they be able to support this allegation that the committee has no power or jurisdiction to conduct any form of trial? Mini or full-blown, because precisely we are not having a trial here on the merits, but only, Madam Chair, on a hearing to determine probable cause. And then, it also cites that it is basic that all rules must not contravene. We are not. The committee is not contravening the Constitution nor our rules or any law for that matter. And then finally it says, Madam Chair, that on the ground they're saying that we have no authority and jurisdiction on the ground that the committee and or the HOR as well as any of its members lack jurisdiction to conduct any form of trial or exercise of its incidents. Any law student would know that precisely our committee has the power to hear on finding probable cause by the 2 complaints where we found sufficiency in form, substance, and grounds. Therefore, I move that we issue an order traversing these particular erroneous allegations in this letter. Erroneous because they are the ones contravening the Constitution. The lawyers of the Vice President are the ones contravening our rules of impeachment. But then, in that letter, we invite them again to appear in the next hearing because we are always mindful of giving due process. So move, Mr. Chairman. Let us answer this by this committee.
Second.
We should answer that these are all erroneous and is not in compliance, is against the Constitution itself, which they are citing. And then be giving them due process. I am disappointed, Madam Chair. This is the chance of the Vice President. In their answer, they did not put forth. I thought it was a strategy that in the hearing, they'll be able to appear. Although, Madam Chair, I don't agree that we should have the Vice President appear here, but counsel should appear and be able to traverse all the 6 grounds of the 3rd complaint and the 5 grounds of the 5th complaint. So I move that we issue an order traversing this, saying that these are all erroneous and that they, in spite of their erroneous interpretation of the Constitution, they are invited to the next hearing if they so mind, because it's clear, our ground rules are clear, the lawyers are
May
able
we
to...
be clear?